afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Just traded for this pretty 1998 Fleetwood Discovery 36T diesel pusher. Folks, I've been around a lot of RVs, and this is probably one of the nicest 1998 models on the market today. 36T, it's 37 foot long overall length. It's in beautiful condition, built on a Freightliner chassis. Got the 275 ISB Cummins diesel, which is the workhorse of the Cummins lineup. Over 1 billion road miles have been put on that ISB Cummins diesel. And it's a perfect match for this size motorhome. Now, it's, people worry about power. This thing will run 70, 75 miles an hour on the interstate all day long, folks. It'll tow 5,000 pounds. Trust me, this is a very, very dependable motor for this motorhome. Looking around, folks, look at the exterior condition. There's no delamination. The striping looks great. 2015 or 2016 tires on this RV. Got the Immaculate Patio awning. Got an outside TV. People traded this in, and they went to another Discovery. That's how much they liked it. They traded it for a 2007 Discovery. Got the polyethylene coated compartments, full pass-through. Got the optional Alcoa wheels that look great, not skin up. Just look at this motorhome, folks. If I didn't tell you the year model, you would swear this thing was about 10 years newer than it actually is if you looked at it in person. Folks, this is how you take care of an RV right here. One slide out, got the awning topper in great shape. The window awning's in great shape. Got a custom bra on the front to protect the front end. 6-gallon water heater. Got a 6500 Onan LP generator running right now, powering everything up inside. Got 1,000 hours on it. 75,000 miles on the motor, or on the motorhome itself. 75,796 to be exact. Not even broken in yet for a diesel. Got the 6-speed Allison world transmission. Got a washer and dryer, wide guard satellite system. This thing's loaded for a 98 model for under 35 grand. Windshields look great. You ought to see the inside. Well, let's take a look in there, speaking of it. Original carpet in excellent condition. Dash looks great. No smoke, no pet odors in this RV that I can tell. Look at the interior of this motorhome, folks. Nice, clean, all original. The only thing I see that's been modified is they've replaced the TVs and put flat screen TVs. Got a 40-inch. Of course, up here you've got a stereo system. Dash looks great. Got the heated and cooled cup holders at work. Backup camera works great. Runs and drives awesome. Got a DVD player. Got the crowned roof with the carpeted headliner. Look at that headliner, folks. There's not a water stain, a wrinkled spot anywhere in this RV that I can find. Got the opposing sofa floor plan, which you've got 2 sleeper sofas. So you can sleep 2, 4, 6. You've got the sleeping capacity of a Class C. You can sleep 7 to 8 people in here, and you've got room for an air mattress if you need to sleep 2 more. So you can actually theoretically sleep 10 people in here if you wanted to. Original hardwood floors look great. Got the original Corian countertops that look great. I always like to look at these to see if there's any stress cracks, and there's not. That means you've got a good driving motorhome and a good riding motorhome. Got the Sharp microwave convection oven. Got the 22-inch tall oven, stovetop, solid wood cabinetry, side-by-side refrigerator freezer. Got the built-in ice maker. Clean, and let's see something here. Of course, I haven't had it on very long, but 29 degrees in the freezer. Probably not going to show much in the fridge. It takes those refrigerators a few hours to get to operating temp, and unfortunately I don't have a few hours to wait on it to get to operating temp. But rest assured, folks, 99.9% of the time, if the freezer works, the refrigerator works. It just takes a little time to get to operating temp. Got a built-in inverter. Of course, I've got the books and manuals, got a factory brochure, which I'll have a link to on the website that you can look and answer all your questions, all your technical questions anyway, or should. I like the way this hallway is set up, folks, and I love that about the Discoveries. You don't have a direct line of sight to the bedroom, so that means you've got some privacy. In other words, nobody can look directly back and see into the bedroom because you've got the middle bathroom and the side door going into the bedroom. You've got a glassed-in shower, skylight that looks great, no signs of any water damage, stains, or previous damage. I mean, this has been, like I said, folks, this is the textbook example of how you should take care of a motorhome. Now, the previous owners that traded this in told me what they did here. You see these plastic showers, they get yellow when they get old. And what they did, and this is actually a pretty cool idea now that I see it in person. They went and bought, you can buy them at the auto parts store. It's a spray-in bed liner material, which is basically a paint, a textured paint, and cover this entire shower area with it. So it's always going to, it's never going to fade, never going to leak, and greatly improved the looks over a yellowed out plastic shower pan, let me tell you. That's actually a pretty cool idea. I may try that in the future myself. Got a Fleetwood RV toilet, China. Got the washer and dryer combo in here. And for the option A price of $34.9, we're going to make sure that works perfectly. It's part of our standard checkout. We're going to step into a real cozy rear bedroom with a queen island bed. Got a solid door for privacy, and you can look behind it. It looks great. Queen island bed, overhead storage. Got another flat screen TV up there at top, so all the TVs have been upgraded, including the one outside. I mean, you've just got some really neat stuff in here. Crown mold, things like crown molding, things like the wainsboard, just gives it a nice residential feel. That's the original bedspread. That's pretty impressive, folks. I mean, for this RV to be actually technically 21 years old, this thing is in immaculate condition. Granted, it is 21 years old. It's not like new, but I promise you, folks, you'll be very hard-pressed to find a 1998 model Discovery diesel in nicer shape than this one. People just come off a trip, and they traded it in. Like I said, they bought another Discovery. That's how highly they think about the Discovery brand, built by Fleetwood, of course. You know, Fleetwood is one of the premier names in the RV industry, one of the oldest names in the RV industry. And the Fleetwood Class A diesel had the distinction for several years being the best-selling diesel motorhome in its class. And, of course, those years also included this particular 1998 model. So this is definitely a nice RV, folks. It really is. And I've got it priced right. I may be shooting myself in the foot right now, folks. But for under $40,000, this is the nicest under $40,000 Class A diesel that we have on the lot. And be honest with you, it's nice. This is nicer than some $50,000 diesels I have on the lot. That is how highly I think of it. I honestly believe the first person that looks at this motorhome that can buy it will buy it. It's a no-brainer. I mean, you're buying this really nice, well-cared-for Class A diesel for less than you're going to spend on a decent gas burner. And this right here, you take care of this motorhome, it'll last you as long as you want to keep it. You keep it repaired, keep it serviced, treat it like it's been treated its entire life. This thing will be a member of the family. It will literally last you for as long as you want to keep it, as long as you maintain it. And they just don't build them like this anymore, folks. Back in 1998, which you got to remember was 21 years ago, so money was a little bit different then than it is now. Back then, this was 128 grand, brand new. Now you can't even buy a new Class A gas burner for what this one cost new in 1998. Now, if you went and bought a brand new Fleetwood Discovery diesel, they start at $291,000. So they've more than doubled in price since this one was new. But folks, this unit's not $128,000. It's not $291,000. It's $34,900. And not only does that include one of the prettiest, nicest conditioned 1998 Discoveries you're ever going to set foot in, but it's going to include a complete RV components check by our certified RV techs. Basically, folks, once you purchase this RV, my guys are going to put it in line to get in the shop. Week and a half right now is the current lead time. You want to verify that with the salesperson, though, because I don't know when you're watching this video. If it's a week from now, a month from now, it might be different, even though I seriously doubt this motorhome will be here that long. But once it gets into line, it gets to the shop, my RV techs are going to get into this thing. We've got this really long checklist we go through. We check everything on that list. If something on that list does not function, we repair it or replace it at no additional cost to you. In other words, folks, if we have to spend a couple of $1,000s, which there's no way in the world that we could even spend close to that on this RV, the price is still $34,900 to you, checked out, ready to go. Once it's been through service after you purchase it, my service manager will call you, set up a date and a time to come pick it up and get your walkthrough demonstration. And the RV tech that checked it out, when you arrive here at your appointed time, we'll go through it with you, show you how to operate everything, how to turn everything on, how to hook up at the campground, tips, tricks, and pointers, and much more. That's included for that $34,900. Of course, he'll answer any questions you have, show you anything as far as repairs that he had to do. And I seriously doubt, folks, there's anything that needs to be done to this RV. I may be wrong, but I have a good instinct about that, folks, and I really, really think you're going to be impressed with this RV. As a matter of fact, folks, let me be honest with you. That's the option A, $34,900. I think if somebody comes here and looks at it and drives it, they're just going to go ahead and buy it and take the discounted option B price, which is the foregoing, the inspection, no inspection, no warranty, no guarantees, no walkthrough demonstrations, just straight up. Of course, there is no warranty on a 98 model, even if we wanted to put one on it. But just to straight up buy it outright, just like we traded for it, take the good with any potential bad. You know, we will discount the price, and I seriously think whoever buys it, once they see how nice this motorhome is, they spend some time in it going over it, they're just going to take it option B. I may be wrong, but you know, this is one of those motorhomes, folks, that if you're on a budget that you dream about finding when you're on a budget at $34,900. I mean, this thing is an awesome buy for what it is, especially right now, folks. Used Class A diesels are just about impossible to find, as I'm sure many of you know. Record amount of people are buying motorhomes. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with a product that's used, there's only a limited number of inventory at any given time. It's not like you can call up to a used RV factory and have them build 1,000 more of this particular model. I mean, there's only a limited number, and when they're gone until somebody sells theirs. So it's not like new RVs where they can always call up and order more. Of course, who wants to spend 300 grand on a brand new Discovery when you can buy this one right here that'll do everything a brand new one will do for a tenth of the price? $34,900, folks. Haggle-free firm if you want it checked out, ready to go. Also includes a year of free camping, up to 21 nights, up to 7 nights at a time at select RV resorts nationwide. Beautiful parks. I stayed at one myself a few weeks ago. And they're absolutely free for you to stay at for your first year. So free camping, checked out, ready to go, so you've got no worries, no stress, no worries, because I know people think 21-year-old motorhome. But, you know, once it's been checked out, it goes through the same process that a 2016 model would go through as far as my shop's concerned. So everything will be functioning on it. You know, I'm not going to say you're never going to have to work on it, but at least you can know that you've got the peace of mind knowing that you can jump in it, drive it to the campground right from the lot, and have a and have a fun trip. Anyway, folks, if you have any questions, our phone number is 706-965-7929. That number's answered 24/7. So if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you got a question, don't be afraid to call that number, because I have a answering service after hours that can tell you basic information. And beyond that, of course, they will get your information, and one of our salespeople will call you back the next business day. Also have a 24/7 live operator assisted chat on our website, and operator assisted text. That's also 24/7 from the homepage of our website. You can't miss it, folks. Again, they'll answer. They know basic questions. If they don't know the answer or can't give you an accurate answer, they'll get your information, forward it to our non-commissioned sales team, and they'll contact you the next business day. Or if you happen to do it during business hours on the text or chat feature, they will get back to you as soon as possible, unless it's right at closing, then it'll be the next day. Or, of course, you can do it the old-fashioned way, which is the way we prefer, is pick up the phone and call us, 706-965-7929, or better yet, come visit us, folks. We've got a huge selection of 140-plus used RVs in stock. I mean, look online and see how many dealerships around here can honestly say they have 140 used RVs in stock for you to look at right now. And you'll see really quick when I say that we have the largest selection of any RV dealership in a 500-mile radius of used RVs, not new, but used. You'll see I'm serious. I promise you, folks, you're going to spend hours here looking. I have acres of used RVs. If you've been to these other RV dealerships and got a taste and don't like how they operate, we're the exact opposite, folks. First of all, we've been here 50 years. I mean, 3 generations, family owned and operated since 1968, right here in Ringgold, Georgia. Independent RV dealership. We're not a franchise dealer. We're not a corporate dealer. We do everything the exact opposite, and that's probably why we've been in business for as long as we have, folks. We sell almost 600 used units a year and I'll tell you why. The Parkway reasons why is we've got the nicest used RVs on the market, hands down, and that's thanks to our 50 years of experience. We've got connections and abilities to buy RVs that other dealers can only dream about. Other dealers floor plan or finance their RV purchases. We pay cash. That allows us to negotiate a better deal, and the cheaper, of course, that we pay for one, the cheaper we sell it to you for. And because we're cash buyers and not check writers, not floor plan buyers like these other dealers that don't have the cash flow to maintain their inventory, they have to finance it at the bank, getting charged thousands of dollars in interest every week. Interest charges that they pass along to you, the buyer, in the form of higher prices, because it's simple economics. More overhead means higher markup. Parkway RV Center, folks, we buy everything. We buy them in bulk. Our buyers know the quality RV. We don't just buy anything to resell. We'll trade for anything. But when we actually buy something to resell to our customers, if it's not nice, we don't buy it for any price. And this is a nice motorhome. Now, normally I wouldn't buy a 1998 to resell because there's limited financing, but this is the exception to that rule. If I'd ran across this unit from one of my buyers, I would buy it in a heartbeat. In fact, I'd buy 100 of these if I could find some more 98s that I can sell in this condition for this price. But they're just not out there, as I'm sure you know. It's an older motorhome, but it's a dependable. I believe this is honestly a very dependable motorhome. It's $34,900, or if you want a price on option B, which is as is, no free camping, no inspection, no walkthrough demonstration, contact us for a haggle-free price on option B. Doesn't matter to us, folks, if you're paying cash, if you're trading, or you're financing, it's all cash to us. The price is the price. We learned a long time ago, to stay in business in this competitive market, you have to do away with everything that everybody hates about buying a used RV. First of all, everybody hates haggling. You know, instead of pricing this thing $44,900, $42,900, we just put our best price on there, $34,900, especially when you compare other ones out there, because every 98 Discovery I've seen on the internet was pretty rough looking compared to this. And when you look at the quality of this RV, how it's been kept, this is a bargain, folks. But anyway, compare the quality of our RVs to anybody. and we'll win every time. Compare our prices to anybody for the particular RV that you're buying, the condition it's in, and the extra services that you get at no additional charge. You'll see again, folks, our prices, the lowest or some of the lowest on the internet. I have buyers that fly in to buy RVs from us from thousands of miles, not just every once in a while or once or twice a month, every single week, folks. Multiple people travel hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles away to buy their RV from us, and we really appreciate that, folks. And the reason why, people don't travel that far away just because they like us. They travel that far away because they can't beat our prices or the quality of our merchandise. You know, folks, you can buy a fixer-upper, yeah, and you're going to have some frustrations with it. You know, if you buy something that's not been taken care of, all you're doing is inheriting somebody else's problems. This unit right here will have a complete checkout. You're going to be impressed, folks. You really are. I mean, I invite every single one of you to come down here and look at this motorhome in person. Spend some time in it. Let us know you're coming. In fact, I do ask that everybody call ahead and make an appointment to come look at that, because it's going to serve a couple of purposes. First and foremost, I don't want you to make a wasted trip. I never delete my YouTube videos. Today is June 21st, 2018. I don't know when you're watching this video, but if it's more than a couple weeks from now, chances are this thing's gone, but still call us anyway, because we may have something similar. But first of all, folks, you want to call ahead. Nobody wants to waste a trip. I don't want you to come down here and travel several hundred miles, because people do it all the time. If you don't call us to let us know you're coming, we are not mind readers. We don't know when you're coming here. You need to call us, let us know you're coming, so A, we can tell you if the unit's available or not, and B, I don't know about you, but if you've ever been in Northwest Georgia in the middle of June, it's hot. I'm talking about miserably hot. Humidity, the heat will absolutely give you heat. I've had customers have heat strokes out here. I've had salespeople have heat strokes. If you will let us know you're coming and try to give us a 24-hour notice, we'll come out here, we'll crank the generator, or we'll plug the unit into power, have the air on, have the fridge on, have everything nice and cool for you, so that you can stay in here for more than 5 seconds without having a heat stroke. And but we can't do that unless we know you're coming. You know, electricity and propane's not cheap to have running for several hours, you know, and have running 24/7. So definitely let us know you're coming. We'll have it nice and cool for you, and that way you can spend some time in here, check it out. You can basically do your own inspection, and then decide if you want to do option A or option B, and come test drive it too. But folks, let me remind you, and I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be difficult, we do not do test drives on Saturdays. Way too many customers out here. I only have 4 salespeople because I don't pay them commission, I pay them salary. They don't have time, because every salesperson on Saturday is always working several customers at the same time. So keep that in mind. If you want to test drive, you need to come Monday through Friday, and prefer that you call ahead. Let us know you're coming so that we can get it dug out, we can get it cooled off for you, and then you can test drive it. And certainly you can understand that. I mean, this isn't a used car lot where it's just a regular sized passenger car. I mean, this is a 37-foot box on wheels, and it's, you know, we have to get it out and get it cooled off for you. It's not something that's going to happen. In fact, it takes sometimes it'll take a couple hours to cool one of these off where you can spend some time in it. So if you think you're just going to show up and crank the generator up, turn the airs on, yeah, it'll feel a little bit better, but you're not going to cool it off for a couple hours. So it's not no instant fix. So that's why we want you to call ahead, let us know you're coming. Anyway, folks, beautiful Discovery. I sell a bunch of these because they're such great values for the money. You know, they're not the most expensive diesel motorhome out there, and they're not the least expensive, but they're a heck of a quality built unit. That's why you see so many older Discoveries like this one still on the road. And I honestly think they're built better than the newer ones. I honestly do. I think this is something that you can keep for years, get your money's worth out of. You take care of it, you can pass it down to your kids, your grandkids. I mean, it's that kind of motorhome, folks, that kind of quality RV. You take care of it, it'll take care of you. Nationwide deliveries available at our cost. You just pay whatever it costs us to get it to you, get my driver back home. We also have free airport pickup at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours. Please call ahead. Of course, let us know your travel plans before you make them. We also have financing available with approved credit and minimum 10% down payment. To be honest with you folks, I have very limited financing on a 98 model. In fact, I only have one bank that finances anything under $2,000, and they want a pretty good chunk down, so you can forget that 10%. You may have to pay 25, 30, 33%. I mean, majority of people in this price range in a diesel motorhome are cash buyers, but if you are a finance buyer, keep that in mind. You're going to have a pretty good chunk amount of money down. If you have questions about that, contact our sales department. They'll give you an exact amount. Price is $34.9 for the option A. Contact us for option B. That's an out-the-door price, no surprise fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no tag and title fees, processing fees, setup fees, freight fees, none of that nonsense, folks. The only thing is you do have to pay applicable sales tax. Sales tax laws are complicated. Used to, I tell you, if you were out of state, you paid your own sales tax when you title it, but it's not the case anymore. Every state has changed their laws about sales tax, buying in state, out of state. So the best thing I can do to give you accurate information, because I know people are watching this video from all over the United States, call our sales department, our non-commissioned sales department, tell them where you live, and they'll give you an exact sales tax amount so there's no surprises, and when and where you have to pay that sales tax. Some cases you'll pay us, some cases you'll pay your county's tag office when you tag and title it in your home state. Option A or B both come with a drive-out tag, starter kit, and instructional DVDs. Thank you again for watching, folks. We look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.